Hey, this is our Georgia Suburban Homestead. Charlie here, and this is Lisa. Today we're in our shop and we're going to be making cheese boards. Something like this, where you can, slice your cheese.
They're nifty, look. It's got a wire that goes here. Goes down slicing cheese just in time for the holidays.
Or if you got really cold butter.
Really cold butter. I suppose you could do butter slicers, they'd have to be smaller. But this is for sale eventually on our Etsy page, which is called Cheeky Needlecrafts. I guess I need to put a link down below. We don't have it on the Etsy page yet because we've started doing these pop-up crafts fair type things on the weekends a couple of times a month, and we have one coming up December 2nd, so we're going to take whatever we can make with us, and what doesn't sell will go on the Etsy page. So if you're shopping for some gifts, especially for the holidays, or would like to get something and prepare for the family festive meals that you're making, this is something that'd be pretty on the table. What kind of wood is this, Charlie? This is Charlie's creation.
Well, basically it's spalted maple, but it's got ambrosia spalting. It's where little insects drill into the maple and they spit out a fungus, and the fungus will grow down the tubules of the tree, and then they can go in and eat what the fungus has created. It softens up the wood and also let you eat it.
This is it's very basic, one color. And we'll do some more ornate ones, but Charlie likes grain and different colors within the wood, so this is just pure natural rubbed with mineral oil. Is that right, baby? Am I right?
Yes, soaked in mineral oil.
So we'll show you different snippets of what we're doing today, and Charlie will probably do a couple of videos for his channel, which is called the High Tech Redneck. I also need to put that link down below. So you can go watch. He goes deep dive into the science or more deep explanations on what you see going on. Okay, so let's get started.
Okay. Hey folks, this is one of Lisa's designs. We found a piece of flame ambrosia maple, and we're going to put some, I can't remember the name of these, on the outsides. So we've got to glue them together to get the right width and get a little bit of accent, I guess you would call it. And so what we would do is we're going to use some Tight Bound 3. It takes about 24 hours to really, totally cure, where you don't have to worry about feeding it through the router or whatever. And of course, you got to have your clamps. So we'll put the glue on there, and we'll put at least 2 clamps in there to hold it together, and then set it to side for gluing up the next one, which is this one. This one's got a little accent here. This is ambrosia maple also, but it doesn't have the flame coloring in it. Still looks nice. It actually comes out really nice when you put some oil on it. So you saw this one before, and that's got some oil on it. This is a cutting board we made with that maple.
You hold it up and I'll zoom in.
And as we tilt it around, you can see some play of light in that wood. There is like a limb over in that direction, so you get some twisted grain in there that twists the light as you move it around. But that one's pretty. Grab the other one for me, babe.
That was Charlie's design.
This is my design. I'm into the spalted wood.
Talk about the gutters we're going to cut.
This is Lisa's design. Does that pop for you? Nice paddock, and I think that's canary wood. Anyway, it's a nice yellow color, routed half rounds on the edges. And we'll put a gutter on both sides. I need to find my
Outer bit?
I need to find the router bits, the right router bits in my router, little router, because we're not going to do much depth and whatever. We don't need a 2 horsepower router for this one. It's up there somewhere.
So let's get started on our project.
Yep, so let's put these back. And we'll start gluing everything together. We don't want to get oil on it before we glue it though. Hey, you see this faulting? If you see these little holes, that's where the worms chewed in and then they spit out some fungus. They actually carry the fungus with them. And then that fungus starts going down the grain of the wood, which is why it gives us this long pattern. You had a knot right here, so it kind of went around the knot. Made a very nice flame picture. And in this case it turned red.
Yeah, we found this. The guy had it. I'm getting a close-up picture to show everyone. The guy was throwing this wood away, y'all, and we just said, no, 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 no.
Nope, nope, nope. So you put a little glue on the wood. Put this down where maybe you can see it.
So what he did is he put this in a line, and now he's smearing it with his finger. So there's an even coating.
Yep. And I'm going to put that like that. You don't really need a lot. It'll squeeze out and then you got to clean it out. But you do want to get relatively uniform down through there. And line it up. Clean off your hands. Paper put across there.
And what kind of paper is that?
That's wax paper. And you get it on there good and tight. Check that you didn't open up anything.
What do you mean by open up anything?
Sometimes you can squeeze it too hard and you end up making a opening because the wood will warp a little bit. But I think we got it. And wax paper will keep the clamps from getting glued to your board, and it's easy enough to sand off a little bit of wax paper and just set it aside overnight and come back tomorrow. You can unclamp it, and that wood glue is almost stronger than the wood itself, because basically wood is just a bunch of fibers that are glued side by side each other with the trees on glue. All right, next. Yeah, I could get 2 pieces out of this.
That is walnut?
Black walnut. It was cut off. You can see this was where it was in a fork, so it's got figured wood.
The fork of the tree?
Yeah, you can see the figuring right here.
Yeah.
So I bought that as
So you
30
need
pieces.
a pencil? Are you sacrificing that for me?
Yes.
Oh, I love you.
Use that then.
And cut a new one?
Mm-hmm.
Now it's Lisa's turn to play with colors. So that would need to go to, what, there?
Mm-hmm.
And that's a different wood from this.
Paddock. It came off with a
One-
different piece, maybe.
One's bloodwood and one's paddock, isn't it?
Hmm.
Do you like those colors?
That's up to you, maybe.
My design, right?
Yep. Give me one of those.
I'm just gonna call you Mr. Sticky Fingers. We like that, or do we like that? I don't like the too wide next to each other.
Nope.
What do you think? I think that's pretty. I like the grain here.
Well, the problem is a bunch of that grain is going to change as soon as we plane it down.
I think that's pretty. That's a
Yeah, and you know these with age will turn black.
blue or purple. Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
It won't be as deep as this, though.
It'll actually turn almost totally black.
Well, this will be brown, and that'll be black.
Mm-hmm.
So, what do we do now? We glue it.
If you want it, you glue it. All right, we got it clamped up. Now we're going to let it cure for a day or so, and then we'll show you the next step.